Hey guys,
Hi,
you are tuned in to Life Uncensored with Skylar Dawn
and Dallas.
what's going on?
We've got too many cameras on us.
We've got a lot of cameras.
We've got a lot of cameras on us today. Oh my goodness.
Just a few.
Oh man. I'll tell you, is it Monday? It feels like Monday.
It's our Monday.
It's our Monday. It's the first of our week. So welcome. What's your week?
It's, you know what, this has been my favorite week. I am. Anything that's yours is mine.
Mine is yours. You share everything. So it's been a rough week. It's
It
Tuesday.
has. It's been a
only
weird
Tuesday.
week.
It's only Tuesday.
It's been a weird week. How's your week been?
My week was really kind of off. My day was kind of off until I actually did get to see a unicorn poop out starburst. Thank you, Skyla. She just made my day. Yeah. Who knew?
What are friends for?
Who knew she would have a unicorn with a glowing horn and drop a little starburst right behind her just to make me laugh. So I appreciated that. I needed that. I really and truly needed that. So that was
Okay,
great.
there is a story behind that though.
Well, there's always a story behind the stuff that we do. I mean, always.
Yeah, she said something like, well, it's not like I saw a unicorn poop out Skittles.
Skittles, yeah.
And I said, wait, I can make your week. I have unicorn.
And she puts on a unicorn horn that glows, that like blinks, and she starts prancing around the room dropping starbursts.
I was like,
I was like, okay,
Skittles.
and then mic drop over.
But
So yeah, that was the highlight of my. That actually was the highlight of my day. That was it. Didn't, it couldn't get any better than that. Other than being here with y'all. Being here with y'all, that's pretty impressive. I'm pretty excited about that.
what are friends for, right?
We're having some technical difficulties. What's going on? It's a live show, folks. Who knows? Who knows? I may have another unicorn can sprout through here. You don't know.
Wouldn't you love to do the show with me as a unicorn all the time?
Maybe we'll get to that in a minute. We're gonna get to that in just a minute. But
Me being a unicorn?
you being something. You being something.
Okay, so if you guys are not familiar, if this is your first time tuning in, shame on you, first of all, if this is your first time, because this is our third show.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yay.
Welcome
We
back.
made it, we
To
made
those
it
of
this
you-
far.
We're both still standing, sitting. I mean, I
Wait,
haven't fallen off my chair yet.
we knew we would be here. We just weren't sure they would be.
Welcome back.
But this is our third show. So Life Uncensored is Sex Kitten meets Stepford Wife.
Who's neglecting her family right now? So I hope they're enjoying the drive-through with their father.
And a friendship forms. Or does it?
Well, we'll see.
You guys have to tune in each week to find out.
We've made it this far. I mean, we may as well keep going.
Well, especially
Especially now. Yeah, especially now.
Hashtag insider.
Hashtag inside joke. Got fired for a volunteer job today. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This job
I'm
pays
sorry.
better anyway. Well, wait. I don't make any money here either. So it's fine.
No, but you get lots of joy from this.
I do get lots of joy
You get to hang out with me.
all day. I would get to do that anyway though. So really upside. Anyway, in the news. In the news.
Well, in the news, but we want to let you guys know if you love our show so much and you want to advertise with us,
because you do love our show.
and you love our shenanigans,
And you want to see us every week.
and you want to see us keep coming back
Every week.
every
Yes.
Tuesday, or maybe even more often, but definitely every
But
Tuesday.
definitely every
Do you
Tuesday.
think they can handle us more than every
I'm not
Tuesday?
sure. We may break the internet. I don't know about that.
Can you break the internet?
We could. I know that. We definitely could.
She's getting really brave today.
I'm a little feisty today. I told you I had a rough day. I needed a unicorn come prancing through to help me sort out some of my stress. But-
it is there for you.
And you are.
So if you want to be there for us, then you can advertise with us by sending us an email at media@life with a Y.
L-Y. Why?
Why not?
Why not? Because we can.
FEuncensored.com and inquire about advertising with us. And in between segments, we will add in a little bit of advertising, a little bit of commercials, or maybe even an interview with you.
Right.
And
And who wouldn't want to sit here with us?
Okay, wait. That may not be a good way to get advertising. So we could talk about your products for
We'd be
you.
happy to talk about your products, use them at home, and share them with our friends. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, we could do that. We'd be happy to do that for you.
So media at LyfeUncensored with a Y.com. That's it.
That's it.
No.
All right.
In the news.
Oh, wait. We have to be newsly.
We have to look smart.
We have to look. We are very smart.
There we go.
Oh wow. Neither one of us can
Oh,
see
wait.
in these glasses. Do we just look smart? Because
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with my eye. I
You
can't
need to be
see
able to
anything. I said I hadn't fallen out of this chair yet, but if I keep these glasses on, I might. Absolutely. What in the world? Where did we get these?
They're really cute, though.
They're super
Okay,
cute.
so,
but I can't see
In the
them.
news. This one is a good one.
This is a good one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I found this one. I'm super excited, and I thought about Skyla when I found this one. I mainly actually just thought about myself, but I did think about Skyla for a minute because it is September, right? I have the right month. It's September,
Mhm.
which means for me, Christmas is coming. Not for everybody. I know that everybody else just went, woman, you missed a couple of really important ones. I realize that, and they're filler holidays, and I get that. But I read this article that science, and you can't go against science, says it's actually good for you to decorate early. Not like put your Christmas tree up in April or your pumpkin zombies up in July, Skyla. But to decorate early is actually good for you because it gives you happy feelings. Feelings, what are those called? Endorphins. And it's good for you. It brings back like childhood memories if you have good memories of Christmases, or if you just didn't maybe have such great childhood memories and you want to build those now for your kids or just you in general. So don't be afraid to decorate early. So I'm going home when we leave here and I'm putting up my Christmas lights.
Okay, now I don't think they meant that early. I think they meant like it's time for you to help me decorate for Halloween.
I did not read that in that article. That is not what that article said at all. But you're lucky. Will you? I put up some Halloween lights last year. No, I got a wreath. I got a wreath last year. It was
Yes, you did. Yes,
purple.
you did.
It was purple and black, and it said "boo" on it. And I left it up until maybe mid-November, and then I put my Christmas stuff up. And you know what? I felt better.
Okay, well, guess what I did last night? Well, you don't have to guess because you already know.
I already know.
But
and
I started putting up my Halloween decorations.
her Halloween decorations are super scary.
Yes.
Like 7-foot tall zombies that she lurks around corners. So when you come through her house, they move. They're motion activated and they move. And you know, most of the time, I mean, I live in Texas. I'm sorry. I'm legal to carry weaponry. And her Halloween decorations are going to get shot. I'm just saying that there are some of your decorations that may not make it through this year because they move and they scare me.
I want them to be that way. That's the point.
So
They're supposed to be scary.
they're super
I
scary.
love scary
I
stuff.
leave her house and I have to go home and watch The Little Mermaid.
You do that anyways.
I do that anyway.
So why are
I'm
you
not
lying
gonna
to
lie.
these people?
I'm not gonna lie. I do watch Cinderella actually, but you know, just to get pointers on how to be mean.
That's what, you know what I was thinking? I put out this thing, okay, this is kind of offset but uncensored. I put out this thing on my social media asking for what I should dress up as for Halloween. And I was thinking maybe if I dress up as Cinderella, if I Prince Charming.
That's amazing. I cannot see you as Cinderella. I can't.
A sexy Cinderella.
That breaks.
Okay, can I
Disney's
just buy
heart.
the damn shoes?
You can buy the shoes. Yeah, you can. You have the shoes downstairs. You've already got shoes that sparkle and glitter, and you need to be thankful we don't have the same size foot. because you would be missing half the shoes in your
Okay,
closet.
but can I just buy some new shoes?
Yes, absolutely. I'll go with
Okay.
you. I'll go with you.
I
But
just
what
want
are you thinking for
permission.
Halloween?
You know, I don't know. I got some really good recommendations so far, like Marilyn Monroe.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking that out of everything, I've never done that
You've
before.
never been Marilyn Monroe?
No, I've never done that.
That's a good
And
one.
I still want to do Wonder Woman because I didn't do that because Batman got me to do Catwoman that year.
Oh yeah, Batman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he wants
Batman.
me to do this year Poison Ivy, I think. And he wants to do whatever that other one is with Poison Ivy.
I'm not
So
up on
maybe-
my Marvel and DC.
Yeah, me
and all
neither,
that,
but
so I
he
don't.
wants me to
I
do
don't.
that.
I don't really know. I'm sorry about that.
And then someone else wants me to do Jessica Rabbit.
You would be awesome as Jessica Rabbit too.
Yeah, so I was thinking, maybe we should have a Life Uncensored Halloween party. So I can dress up like multiple times. What do you think?
Do you know that as an adult I've never dressed up for Halloween?
You did not just tell me that live.
I did.
Because guess what that means?
I know what that means. And it came out. This is why it's Life Uncensored, because my filter that is supposed to be between my brain and my mouth totally just checked out. And now her brain is spinning so fast and thinking about this, we're not going to have time for anything else in this show. That's all she's going to be thinking about.
You're going to be doing the rest of the show because I'm planning a party.
Oh my goodness. You can't plan. That's my daughter's birthday weekend, and I'm sorry. And this,
Do you know how many weekends there are in October?
I'm busy setting up my Christmas trees.
No. Okay. So, anyways, we are definitely having a party.
Awesome.
Next thing on the news. In the news?
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and do this one real quick, and I am going to turn the lights on.
Oh. That's why we don't look as good as we should, because we're sitting in the dark.
I know. Can you go ahead and start on that one?
Yeah. All right. So this made the news a couple days ago in Massachusetts. There was a fatal shark attack, and it was kind of it was a big deal because it was a fatality. But they haven't had a fatal shark attack in hello, let there be light. There was they haven't had a fatal shark attack in Massachusetts in 80 years. 80 years. And that is kind of a big deal. And now they're kind of wondering what to do with the beach. But since this was just a couple of days ago, my theory on this is that Florence kicked up a lot of ocean life and kind of brought them closer to shore and just got them all out of their habitat. But here's the deal with oceanic wildlife. I am a certified patty diver, deep water diver. When you go into their house, you're in their house and you have to play by their rules. It's a terrible thing. I'm sorry that this ended so badly. But you do have to play by their rules when you're in their house. When people come to my house, you have to play by my rules. And sharks don't typically attack just to attack. This is not Jaws in 1980 something. They take exploratory bites, and that doesn't sound much better. But they don't attack just to attack. And you've always got to be mindful when you're in the water. Just be mindful when you go in the water, any water, off the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Caribbean. Be mindful of your surroundings. So, prayers and thoughts to this man's family. So,
I'm still going swimming though.
I don't swim in water I can't see my feet in. So that's why I only swim in certain places, like Maui or the Bahamas or my swimming pool.
All the places where the sharks hang out. Okay.
Just saying.
Yes.
I'd just like to see them coming. That's all. I just want it, like Galveston, you can't see them coming.
So, yeah, our next segment. Chivalry dead? Etiquette 101, Southern manners. So our last two episodes, if you've been watching with us,
Which we
if
know
not,
you have. We know
if
you
not,
have.
you need to go back and watch.
Yeah, you need to watch them.
But if you have been watching, then you know we've done both of those. We've given all the attention to the men. So this week we wanted to give the attention to the women. So
Because girls, we're missing out on some things that they're dying off,
mhm.
and we need to just pay a little bit more attention to what's going on around us.
Yes. So something that I think that we are really
Negligent.
negligent, we're kind of like missing the ball on,
Yeah.
is women, when we have events, when we have private parties, when we do something a little bit more special, we are not treating it as so. So we need to be handwriting thank you cards. So anyone who has come to our
launch party,
any of our girlfriends who came, you will be getting a handwritten. So anyone who's sitting there thinking like, oh,
I didn't get one.
I know Tanya's watching right now. Those heavens didn't give me one.
Right. So, Tanya, you're not getting one. You tried to pick up my husband. You're not getting one. You tried to put him in your purse and take him away.
That's true.
Now, on certain days, call me and I'll just send him to you. But on that particular night, no, ma'am.
That's right, she did.
Yes, she did. She tried to.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's a no-no. But
on most days,
yeah. But handwritten thank you notes
is
for
a dying
coming,
art.
especially it is
a dying art.
And like, I don't need an invitation. We were talking about this earlier. I don't need a handwritten invitation. I don't want you to send me an invitation because I don't check my mail.
Well, I don't check my mail until my mail lady says, I'm not going to deliver anything else to you till you clean out that box.
We are so much alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. But
it's not in front of my house. It's not convenient. It's, email me. Text me if you want me to show up somewhere.
Evites, Facebook. Facebook is just so convenient because we're all on it so much. Really does.
I don't check my Facebook Evite either. But send me an email, anyway, but you get the picture.
You don't check that either.
I don't know. I have Skype.
So, yeah.
She's my social secretary. She says, hey, we need to be somewhere. Right now.
Pretty much. But the thing is, sending or handing, I like to just hand it. I'll hand it to you. I'm not going to send it to you. But handing a handwritten thank you note still shows that you have class.
Yeah.
That you have etiquette.
Sorry, my allergies are killing me today.
Yeah.
There's something in the air.
That's really rude too.
I'm
right
sorry.
There. That's actually pretty gross.
Do you have hand sanitizer?
I didn't bring it up today.
No, don't touch me then.
Yeah, I didn't plan on it. But handwriting a thank you note. She knows I'm so OCD about terms.
Germaphobe.
I am.
Back on.
But handwriting a thank you note for someone coming to something that's really important to you, and some examples are
weddings, definitely. I mean, if you are getting married and you have a bridal shower or you have a bachelorette party, you definitely need to send thank you notes to the people that bothered to show up and bring you something, that came to your bachelorette, especially if it was a destination bachelorette. Your wedding party, like your bridesmaids, those girls paid money for dresses that they ain't going to shorten and wear again. That's a one-time gig. That they paid money for those bridesmaids' dresses.
It probably wasn't their color.
Wasn't their color. And of course it's not their color because they don't want to upstage the bride. You need to send thank you notes to those girls. And funerals. And I realize that this is kind of morbid, but you need to send thank you notes to everybody that sends something in a funeral-related event, like a plant, flowers, or who brings a meal. And that's something else that we could talk about as far as handwritten thank you notes. Homemade meals are huge when it comes to caring for your friends. So thank you notes, people. Thank you notes.
Yeah, but you can keep up if you're sick or different situations. Keep up with those things. You don't have to do it right then.
No, there's a grace period.
Yes.
For our ladies at the lunch party. There's a grace period.
Yes. A long grace period.
A long grace period. It's coming, I promise.
We are really busy.
We've been a little behind, but it's coming.
Yes.
You have that to look forward to.
But make sure that you get it out, because those types of things are really important for not just the Southern girls, because I'm not so much a Southern girl, but it is, but it is super important for us not to lose that, and not to lose that on our daughters. I don't have a daughter, you do.
I have a daughter,
but
and my
girls.
boys too. These are not, your sons know how to write. They can read, they learn that. They learn that in school. That's why we send them to places like that. They learn how to read and write. And it's okay for boys to send a thank you note. Thank you for, because eventually they're going to need to learn how to send a thank you note. An occasion is going to rise. They're going to need to learn how to send a thank you note. It's okay and etiquette-wise to send a thank you note after a job interview. Did you know that?
Yes, it absolutely is.
Not a text and not an email. A handwritten thank you note. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for taking time out of your day to interview me on Tuesday. I really appreciate it, and I'm thankful for the consideration for this job. Yours sincerely, John Doe.
It is.
That's it.
And even with my son, even, you know, I've said this before, he can be a shithead, but even with him, I had, like, for his baby shower, I had someone sit and write out, you know, Dallas, what she brought, and then after on cards, so that when everything was over with, then he could just go back and write thank you and his name, so that it wasn't so difficult after the fact, but that it was acknowledged and that he did it in his handwriting.
Right.
At the end.
That's a great idea.
You know, because those types of things are super, super important.
Yeah.
So we don't want to lose all that in this computer age and
the impersonality of technology.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose that. So
We definitely don't.
that's your
So
chivalry 101, and it applies to
etiquette 101,
etiquette. Yeah.
Southern manners.
Southern manners are not just the Southerners.
Yeah.
No.
They're not.
All right.
So let's move on.
Okay. So don't forget that if you are loving what you're seeing, you can be a sponsor for us, advertising with us. We'll be happy to display your products. We'll be happy to use some of your products. We may even have you as a guest on our show. And don't forget, you can email us at media@Lyfe, Lyfe, uncensored.com. We would love to have some new sponsorships coming in. So,
Next segment, our big segment,
segment
here
for the night.
on Life Uncensored is Life 101. Life 101 is a segment that we always get into, that we discuss relationship topics. Relationship topics can be amongst coworkers, amongst husband, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends, friends, kids.
yeah,
Tonight it happens to be amongst ourselves, with
yourself.
ourselves.
Yes.
You know how they say when you get on a plane, you have to put on your own mask before you help anyone else, before you put on the mask to anyone,
person sitting next to
including
you.
your child?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. So a little bit deeper, not too deep,
Not too deep.
not too deep, but it is
Self-care.
self-care.
So it is
It
not
is.
selfish. It is self-care.
No.
There's a big difference between being selfish and then having self-care. And
Yes.
tonight's segment of Life 101 is about self-care.
Yes. If you can't breathe, how are you going to help somebody else?
Right. Right.
So we have a perfect example here, and the reason that we don't have a guest tonight is because really the guest is Dallas.
Hey, guinea pig.
I know.
How about
So
that?
a lot of you that know me personally know that we were going to start this several weeks before we actually did start the show, and the reason that we did not is because Dallas actually got hurt. And so we wanted to take a little bit of time early in our show, early getting started in the show, to kind of discuss that. And it actually, something came up that brought us into it really quick. So Dallas, you want to go ahead and explain a synopsis of what happened to you and what is bringing this up so quickly
Right now. Okay, so we're doing some remodeling at our house, and I wasn't paying attention because that's what I do, and I put my head literally through a sheetrock wall. I busted from one side of the wall through the other side and gave myself a major concussion, and I did that in mid-July. We should have started filming in August. But for 4 weeks after I did this, I couldn't really remember my name. Skyla came to see me. I was losing days at a time. I was sleeping 18 hours a day, and I was unfit for basically anything. I couldn't take care of my kids. I couldn't drive. I couldn't see. The day it happened, I couldn't see. I couldn't hear anything. I really conked myself nicely, and there was nobody at home. My children weren't there. My husband wasn't there. My electrician was there, and it scared him to pieces. It scared Skyla too. And my recovery time, doctors told me, would have been faster had I broken a bone than knocking myself as hard as I did. So we wanted to talk a little bit tonight about self-care and physical fitness.
Yes, physical fitness. Dallas and I actually met 5 years ago in my gym. So for those of you that don't know, I have a gym, Skyla's Gym. I train one-on-one personal training. If you don't know that I have a gym, it's because it's not open to the public, it's private. And that's how Dallas and I actually got introduced to each other. So she has been working out continually for those 5 years.
Loving every minute. Just kidding.
No.
Not every minute. I do not get a contact high off of working out. I don't. It's not my thing. I don't even like her half the time. Just kidding.
Lies told on Life Uncensored.
No, it's Life
loves me.
Uncensored.
Okay, so, but the point of this is that she comes to the gym
3 times a week.
at least, sometimes more.
Sometimes more.
And she takes care of herself, which is the reason why she's actually sitting up and doing what she's doing right now.
Right.
But she was cleared to get back into the gym
A week ago.
Which brings us to now. She got into the gym, and her first day back, she went from being able to, she was a powerhouse in the gym.
I was in good shape.
Really good shape.
Really good shape.
So when she came back in, we took her measurements and her weight. Now,
okay. So in the 8 weeks that I was down, I lost 12 pounds. And a lot of you out there are going, oh my gosh, you lost 12 pounds, high five, I bet you look great. No, y'all, I lost 12 pounds of muscle because my body fat count went up. And that was me sleeping 18 hours a day. I slept through meals. I didn't know where I was when I woke up. That was not eating. That was sleeping nonstop for the first 4 weeks, and then sleeping most of the day for 2 weeks after that, only getting my energy back for the last 2 weeks. And when I got on the scale here and I had Skyla take my measurements, I was devastated because I had spent the last 5 years making sure that I had the energy and the stamina to chase after the 3 kids that I have, and to make sure that I was presenting them with a good example of how to care for yourself. That I don't work out because I enjoy it. I really don't. I have a cousin that does that. She loves it. She gets some kind of high off of it. I don't understand that. I work out so that I am physically fit and can take care of myself. And
Skyla, you like the way you look.
And I do like the way I look. I do like the way I look. My husband likes the way I look, and I want to look good for him.
But losing the 12 pounds,
but
I have not liked the way you look.
No, my clothes don't fit me. I've lost all of the definition in my legs. I've lost all of the muscle in my arms. I can't lift a gallon of milk without 2 hands anymore. And that's ridiculous. That scared me. And it made me think of some of you out there watching, that it's not about how much you weigh. It's not about the numbers on the scale. It's about how healthy you are while you're getting there. And Skyla has helped me take care of myself and motivate me to be the best version of me, and listens to me, oh my gosh, bitch and complain in the gym every day. It's like she has on earplugs and she can't even hear me. She doesn't even care.
I listen to you.
But she just doesn't care. And she works my cardio. She helps me with weights. But now coming back,
We're starting over.
I'm starting from ground 1, 0. That's it. Step 1. And I can't do as many reps. I can't do as many. I can't
But
lift
the
the
good
weight.
thing is you have muscle memory and you won't be literally starting over. It feels like you're starting over.
Yes.
But the point of this is that when we were talking about it, Dallas was saying she doesn't understand when people are starting in their, late 40s, late 30s, early 40s, and they haven't worked out at all. If they get hurt, how can they recover? Because her recovery time has been so long with the amount of working out that she's done and how she has taken care of herself. And so that was what we were talking about, is that it is very important for you to take care of yourself, even if it is walking around the block, even if it is doing at-home exercises, whether you come to a personal trainer like myself, or whether you get on YouTube, or whether you go to the Y, however that you do it, that you start taking care of yourself. You put that oxygen mask on yourself first. I know we have those excuses that we don't have time, or we've got to take care of the kids, or
we don't have any money,
but there are ways to take care of ourselves, because in that hers was a freak accident.
A freak out, and it was with my head. There was nothing we could do about it. I couldn't even walk straight. I couldn't open my eyes. There was nothing that we could do except wait it out. Nothing.
And she was in phenomenal shape, cardiovascularly, balance-wise, muscularly. She looked great, felt great. I mean, she was in great shape. And, coming back, we were having this conversation about, when someone's not, how do they recover and how do they bounce back from it? Because she's having a heck of a time. And so she wanted to be able to open up to all of you and share that honestly with you, that it's not only does she not like the way that she looks losing it, which other people would be like, oh, great, I've lost this weight. No, it's not a good, because her body fat count has gone up, which makes you more unhealthy.
Right. It was my muscle that I lost. It wasn't fat cells. It was muscle that I lost. And it just doesn't look good on me. I need the muscle. I need to be able to do things, and you need to be able to do things. And if you've just had a baby, I know what having kids does to you. I know that. I know what having children, it changes the landscape, it changes the chemical makeup, it changes everything. And I know that it also changes your financial situation. That baby is also excellent resistance for upper body strength, for laying down and doing whatever this is called. What are these muscles called? I don't know.
But that's really for shoulders.
That too. And see, I don't train myself. That's why I have her. But I know that baby is excellent resistance to help get some of your motivation back. You can do squats at home. That doesn't cost any money. You can do ab work, sit-ups and stuff.
But you also need a mental break from the baby. So you can find a group of women that you can split the cost. Yes, you can split the cost of training with, and you can do that. Or you can go walk with. I know you had a walking partner for a while.
I had a walking partner for a while.
But the point of this is we could get into a lot more of this offline or on a different discussion.
Which we are going to do.
Yes, we are going to
do that.
Yeah, we are going to do that. But the whole point of this thing was to let you know, share a little bit of her situation, and to let you know that that you do need to do self-care. You do have to take care of yourself first, and that it is really hard. Freak accidents can happen
anywhere,
and you have to be prepared. You need to have yourself ready before it happens, so that you can bounce back faster from it. Because if you are worried about your children, your husband, your career, your everything else, then you need to do the work prior to, so that you can be okay faster afterwards.
Right. I agree.
So we got a little bit deep.
We did get a little bit deep, but
not too bad.
It's important for you to take care of yourself. We get deep with relationships, and you have to have that good relationship with yourself, and it's important.
Most important one.
It's important to like yourself.
So, most important
and
relationship.
that helps.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right.
So this is Life Uncensored.
She's Skyla.
Dallas. And now we're going to go on to the fun topic of
Hashtag WTH. I love this segment.
I know
I do. I love this segment.
She just wants to explain what WTH is.
I'm not going to do it.
But you guys all know what that
Everybody
is, right?
knows.
Shake your head, yes.
Everybody,
yes.
You know what it means?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Great.
So, you got this first one?
I got the first one.
Okay.
Okay, so I almost came through my computer when I saw this. So, I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago, well, it wasn't a couple months ago, it was a couple weeks ago, maybe. This Asian little boy, 8 or 9 years old, gives up his seat on a train to a very pregnant woman, and they take the train everywhere over there, and 3 grown men sitting across the aisle watching this very pregnant woman hold on, sway back and forth. 2 women sitting next to this kid, ignoring this woman, standing up, and this 9-year-old jumps up and offers his seat to the pregnant woman. Nobody makes eye contact with her.
No
and
adults.
This kid stands up.
Not one.
Nobody offered her a seat.
But the kid did the right thing.
He did the absolute right thing. And if I had been on that train with any one of my kids, guarantee my kid would have been standing. Been like, get up right now. Actually, I probably wouldn't have even had to tell them.
No.
They would have gotten up.
No. Yeah.
They absolutely would have gotten up. So, hashtag WTH. What's wrong
That
with people?
Definitely is. Oh my god. Okay, so in Arizona, there is a guy who is in his 30s, I believe.
No. Sick.
Super sick. He has faked Down syndrome, had a friend or someone call a home health company to order nurses for him for months.
Not cool.
To take care of him. He wears a diaper.
Perfect.
Yes. To bathe him, give him baths, and on multiple occasions ordered them to rewash his genitalia because he says that it's not washed well enough. And one of the home health aides got suspicious because he was having them drop him off at a random place. So they followed him home, and after he went in, knocked on his door, his actual parents opened the door.
He lives with his mama and daddy.
Surprise, surprise.
At 30. Yes. My kids are watching Checkout Times 18.
That's funny. I mean, if you need to live with your parents at 30, okay, I'm not going to judge that, but
I will.
They knock on the door, his actual parents open the door. She asks if he has Down syndrome, and the parents are like, no, he's perfectly fine. She calls the police.
I hope so.
And now he's like in jail with multiple felonies. Hashtag WTH.
Because we can't say anything worse on the air. What a creep.
Seriously.
What a creep.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
Craziness.
All right, so I'm not going to lecture you, not going to fuss. This is like a public service announcement, but stop it. I came across this on Facebook this morning. Sedan versus school bus. Which one won the fight? I'm going to say the school bus did. We need to pray for this 17-year-old's family because she did not survive this crash. There were no skid marks. There was no attempt at stopping. She simply was not paying attention. And when the firefighters got there to cut her out of her car, her cell phone was still in her hand. I sent this picture to all 3 of my children who are of driving age and said, I would love to see you at dinner tonight. Please be safe. Just a reminder, help your kids, those that you love, those that are driving around, and I've been guilty of it, she's guilty of it, my husband's guilty of it, we've all done it. It can wait. It can wait. There's not a text you
She's
need
not
to send.
pointing any fingers.
I'm
or
not pointing any
anything.
fingers. Hey, when one points this way, 4 of them point back this way. Please be safe out there,
Yes,
y'all.
I text and dread all the time. So
Please be safe out
I
there.
mean, if you're a police officer watching, I don't.
Right, but
But
it just please be safe out there because we want our babies to come home, but no skid marks. She didn't even try to stop, and we're praying for her family. So that's hashtag sad.
WTH.
Yeah.
Okay, this one we need boxing gloves for.
We do because we're on different sides of this one.
We are on.
Here it comes.
I see.
Who was it that wanted this, Tanya? Tanya's causing an awful lot of trouble tonight.
Tanya,
She's not even here and she's
you
causing
on
trouble.
here?
Tanya,
Yeah,
you watching,
So,
girl?
natural disasters.
Yep.
People who don't leave.
Yep.
So, Dallas and I got in this conversation about
Heated conversation.
Yes, it was quite heated.
It was
in
heated.
our pre
Show routine.
warm up.
Now we're warm up.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll tune it down just a little bit.
So, we had Harvey, and then there's Florence,
And there's fires.
and there's Ike, and Rita.
And there's more fires. Texas burned a couple years ago. California's burning now.
So what do you do?
And there's a volcano that's going nuts in Hawaii.
Yeah. So what do you do? Do you leave?
Do
Do you stay with your stuff? Do you wait for
the Cajun Navy to come save you?
because the Coast Guard's not coming? So
We're not going to go there right now. We'll talk about that later.
we said we wouldn't touch politics. We didn't say we wouldn't touch
The military? We cannot do that on the air. Cannot do that on the air. I'm a Navy brat. We are not doing that on the air.
You're a brat.
Well, I'm definitely a brat.
Okay, so do you want to start, or would you like me to?
You start.
Okay, so I think that there's a lot of people that just, well, in Ike, we didn't leave. No, Ike, we did leave. Rita, we didn't leave. Ike, we left.
Like we stayed.
Yeah, we left because my ex actually has National Weather Service housed in his job, and we knew that it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want us stuck here with no electricity because in Rita, actually, that was my first hurricane ever.
Aww.
It was. And the neighbors across the street said to me, are you prepared? Do you have what you need? And I was like, well, I'll just call Pizza Hut.
Well, not if Pizza Hut's not there. They don't deliver if they are flooded.
Well, they said there probably won't be any workers at Pizza Hut, so we probably won't be able to call them just to get some food.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe so.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe
Depends
so.
on how hungry I'm going to get in the next 2
Yeah.
weeks.
So, and we got stuck here in Rita because we actually bought plane tickets out.
And couldn't get to the airport.
Well, no, we bought them out on Travelocity, and Continental pulled them. That's when Continental was so Continental. They pulled them from Travelocity. And so even though we had already purchased them, Continental said, well, we can get a lot more. So they pulled them.
And you couldn't get out.
So we couldn't get out. So we got stuck here. So for Ike, Frank was like, no, we're leaving. Like, I'm taking you guys, we're getting out. Okay, so we didn't care about the house and all that kind of stuff.
Right?
Now, had it just been Frank, he would have stayed here, taking care of the house, and Trey and I would have been gone. As we discussed,
Mm-hmm.
that your husband's,
Yep. During, I believe during Ike we stayed because we had no power. It was during Allison that he sent me away. Tropical Storm Allison 100 years ago. He sent me away. I was pregnant with our first one, and he sent me to Austin to my mother's, and he stayed behind. But we stayed during Ike. We stayed during Harvey. we figured we were far enough inland. We're 80 miles from the coast. We're far enough inland. Had no idea Harvey was going to drop 51 inches of rain on Houston. And well, Skylar thinks she knows that. So
I did.
Live and learn.
Everyone.
Live and learn. So with everybody on the East Coast, it's like Harvey never happened. Because what Harvey did with us is he sat on us and stalled out.
He
and
did.
Florence did the exact same thing. She was very slow moving. She wasn't moving, and the authorities knew that. They had all of the computer models saying she's going to stall out on us. Please get out. Please get out. Please get out. And people didn't leave. And they put their own lives in danger and the lives of the first responders in danger. And that frustrates me.
Yes, she's very frustrated. But I also can see, I can see that part because I was here helping with coordinating people to get rescued and everything during Harvey.
And we did, our church coordinated the same thing with Harvey. We did the same thing.
That frustration, but at the same time, I also see the other side where people are like, they're downgrading it. They're downgrading it. It was a 4. It was a 3. It was a 2.
If you live on the coast, you can't stay there.
But you can't tell somebody that they have to leave their home because people are like, there's going to be looters coming in. They're saying it's going to stay out in the ocean. They're saying this. They're saying that. They changed so much. People didn't. I was telling people for days and days and days, there's this Allison-like storm going to come. There's this Allison-like storm going to come. There's this and everyone was like, I was that those cartoons where the little like pig or whatever runs around and says like, the sky's falling, the sky's falling, the sky's falling, and everybody's Chicken Little, whatever it is. And I'm like, the sky's falling, and everyone was like, oh, Skyla, oh, Skyla, oh, Skyla. Well, the frickin' sky fell.
Yeah, it did. Unleashed a whole bunch of water on us.
And then everybody was like, oh.
People do the same thing with fires. The fire in Bastrop several years ago. The fires in California. My sister lives in Northern California. She's got a go bag. She's got a go bag that's got her important stuff like marriage license and life insurance and a bag of dog food packed and clothes because the fires are literally surrounding her house. She has a go bag for when they tell them to go, you go. And you can't outrun, you can't stay there.
The thing is, with the water, you just, it all comes so quick. Like,
that's true.
You just can't really do that. So, we
see both sides of each other. We just don't always agree with both sides of each other. No. So we're going to leave this as a hashtag WTH. And don't point at me. We both got fingers. We're not going to do that. So last week we were a little short on time and we're doing pretty good today. So we're going to talk a little bit more about our musical mayhem. Skyla's trying to culture me up. She thinks that I don't have enough culture in me. I have lots of culture. I just don't have any hip hop.
She has lots of culture. She has country,
and Western. And I'm too blonde for hip hop. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a real genre. I think it's made up. I had to look it up, and Siri couldn't tell me what it was.
That's so not true.
Well, it was true in my house. And maybe things are different over where we are right now, but I'm just telling you. So I made you're gonna get a lot of hate mail. I already get hate mail. I get hate mail from so many people, unexpected people, and so just bring it on. All I can say is I'm learning. She makes me listen to stuff, so I'm learning. But I want to know what you thought about my songs this week.
Okay. So we could do that.
Tell me what you thought about my songs this week.
Okay, so Better Dig 2 by Band Perry.
Yes.
That one, so I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Because that's about, a lot of the country songs are about, like, don't cheat on me or I'm going to kill you.
Yes. Did I mention that I carry most of the time?
Yeah, so, I'm about that life.
That's why I'm happily married.
He
knows what I'm capable of.
Yeah, I'm about that life.
Yeah, that's why I love that song.
I mean, my
Love that
TV
song.
stays on ID channel.
Mine does too.
So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Cry Pretty by Carrie Underwood.
Her new song, I love that song.
I don't know that I love it though. Yeah, I don't know that I love it because I don't agree with that. Like, because it says you can't cry pretty.
She means the ugly cry. Like you reach a point where you can keep everything together, and then all of a sudden you're done.
Okay, well, everything I do is pretty. So I don't agree with that. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, next.
Dallas by Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson wrote a song about me? What? Shocker. He didn't really write it about me, but if he met me, he would dedicate it to me.
Yeah.
He would love me.
I didn't love that song because it was like talking about Dallas and Tennessee.
She didn't listen. Yeah. It says Dallas packed her suitcase and drove away in the brand new car he bought her. So
in Tennessee.
Because
he moved about
her.
Tennessee.
He moved her to Tennessee. Took her out of Texas. He moved her to Tennessee, and she went, deuces, I'm going back to Texas.
Oh, all I got out of it is that she was in Tennessee, and I was like, well, chick, you just committed to doing the show with me, so you're not going to Tennessee.
So if anybody knows Alan Jackson, I really like that song, and I would really love for him to come and sing it to me. Just gonna put that out there.
We'll just set that up.
Yeah, along with Troy Aikman. So keep going.
She is a little blonde. Does
Aikman.
Fort Worth Ever Cross Your Mind by George Strait? That one is just really old.
I can't do
really
this show anymore.
Old.
I can't. You want to culture me? You're gonna disrespect King George. That is one of the songs that put him on the map. And it also talks about Dallas, but the city this time.
Yeah, it's just really old.
And it's so good.
Like, even when you turn the song on,
you know it's old.
Like,
it's classic.
Literally, you turn it on and you're like, do they even make that kind of equipment anymore?
Yes,
it's like
they
really
do.
Old.
It's a steel guitar. Yes. Slide.
It's just really old.
And it is so much fun to dance to. Oh my goodness. Honey, if you're watching, it's time to go dancing. Now that I won't fall over. So,
well, give us like 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. Let's go.
Like, it's
Last
not
song.
quite time right now.
Last song.
Ragdoll by Aerosmith.
I love Aerosmith. Crazy. I know. I love Aerosmith. I got Aerosmith and the Rolling Stones confused when I had to go see the Rolling Stones in concert, and I was so excited to go see them. And then I found out when they started singing that it was not Aerosmith, and I sat through 2.5 hours of Mick Jagger, and I went, I don't know any of these songs, like none of these songs. And I had gotten the Rolling Stones confused with Aerosmith. But,
well, you're in luck because I don't know either of them.
You don't know Aerosmith? Aerosmith is fantastic. Steven Tyler? He's like 85 years old. He's super hot. He
I don't think I would ever call him 85 years old. Super
He's
hot.
not quite 85. But he's got
You just made me throw up in my mouth.
He's got hair. I like Steven Tyler.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to.
If you're
Steven
85,
Tyler.
I did not mean that about you. I'm not.
And Steven Tyler, if you're watching, you are good looking.
If
and
Steven Tyler's watching right now, then we need more money for advertising.
We need more money for
We're
advertising,
upping our advertising
and I can't wait to see you in April in Vegas. Cannot wait.
Okay, let's do my songs now.
Yeah. I'm not sure that these qualify for songs, so I'll just go ahead and say
Okay, wait. I don't disrespect your music like that.
Yes, you did. You just called George Strait's song really old, and that was.
But it is really old.
It's a classic. So Ice Cube. I know who Ice Cube is. I mean, I've heard of him. Today was a good day. So when I listen to Skyla's songs, I have to take notes on phrases and words that I know and I understand. And so I'm thinking that today was a good day because he had bacon for breakfast. He did not get carjacked, and he got to throw dice and play 42, and I know what both of those things are. So evidently today was a good day. Is that right?
You're right.
Bingo.
I mean, it's a little bit more than that, but yeah.
That's what I picked up from that song. I
And
mean, and who doesn't like bacon for breakfast? I mean, come on. So the Humpty Dance, I didn't know was a real song. I heard it in a movie, and I thought it was made up. And this song is 7 minutes long. 7 minutes long.
Did you listen to all 7 minutes?
I did not listen to all 7 minutes.
This is by Digital Underground.
Yeah, and then here's my mistake. So the song's
Did you
name.
listen to the song?
Yes,
Humpty Dance?
another Humpty Dance.
Did you like it?
I listened to it,
Okay.
and
Did you do it?
did the. Can I ask
The
this?
Humpty
If they're-
Dance.
Are they white that sings this song?
The Humpty Dance?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, because it. Anyway,
They sound white?
it was just a. It was a white song. So
That's funny.
another bad creation, and I couldn't tell.
Aisha.
Okay, well, I thought her name was Lesha, so that's what I Googled first, and it did not come up right. So then I figured out her name is Aisha, not Lesha, and I didn't understand that song at all. I just didn't understand that. And it was something about a playground.
Yes.
And is it? I can't even say what I have on my paper because I've already been fired once today. I don't need to do it again. And I can't
No. What you have on your paper is not correct.
Okay, good.
Okay, no. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't
This is actually a sweet song. It's actually it's on a playground. It's
because I didn't get that at all.
Yeah.
I thought it was very
no. Okay.
I misunderstood that. So then Booed Up, I was expecting, knowing Skyla and Halloween is around the corner, I was expecting something like Thriller to come out, and zombies and things like that. And so by Ella May,
Okay.
her name's Ella May. That's not how you spell May.
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't understand that song at all either.
Okay.
And I was trying, and see, I have to make notes for the songs that she makes me listen to because I don't understand them. I need an Urban Dictionary.
UrbanDictionary.com. That's what I use all the time.
Okay, but I have both of my devices in front of me. I have my phone listening to it. I've got my iPad taking notes. I just can't handle. I can't handle this. So then we have Missy Elliott.
Okay, no, this is like awesome.
Okay, so Missy Elliott was nominated for an Oscar Award nominated actress, and she comes up with this song called Hot Boys. Now, this is a role reversal for women. We are usually the arm candy, but she switches this around and makes men the arm candy, which I'm down with.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that because I have no problem slinging Jeff over my arm and walking into a room. No problem, because my husband is hot. And so that's all I got. But I don't think I'd listen to one of these songs again.
Well, at least you listened to them this time.
I did.
So we
And
did
that's-
good.
We did good. That's what I got.
We're working on it though.
I'm
We're getting
cultured. All right.
Well, I wouldn't say you're cultured.
Life
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Life Uncensored.
Musical
Skylar
mayhem.
Jones. Musical mayhem.
That was good.
Next week we'll do it again.
We'll do it again. We'll try again. We'll try some more songs. How's that sound?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to advertise with us, you can send us an email at media@Lyfe, L-Y, FEuncensored.com. That was our show for this week. And we hope that you guys tune in each and every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on my Facebook, skyladon.com. And
Share it.
Share it, like it,
It's on my
comment.
Instagram
Yes,
tonight,
please.
but it won't stay there long.
And then we are working on getting YouTube up. That's on Skyladon as well for right now. And go to we do have a Facebook, Life Uncensored Show. Life Uncensored Show. We do have a Twitter that is Life Uncensored, and our Instagram is Life Uncensored. If you guys will go like that, tweet us, send us pictures, send us Instagram. No bad pictures. Or
No
anything
bad
like
pictures.
that.
No, we don't need.
And if you have
We
any
don't need that.
questions or you need any more information from us, you can send us an email at media@LyfeUncensored.com.
Yep.
And we will get back to you ASAP.
Yep.
Thank you guys for supporting us. We love you guys. Tune in next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m.
p.m.
Mwah.